Relationships are built on emotions, attraction, and power dynamics. One of the most interesting shifts in a relationship happens when a man pulls back, whether intentionally or unintentionally. The moment a woman realizes you've lost interest, her reaction can be unpredictable. Depending on her personality, emotional investment, and level of attraction toward you, she may respond differently. This topic is crucial for men to understand because it reveals a fundamental truth about human nature. People often value what is scarce. She might have taken it for granted when you were giving her attention. But when that attention is withdrawn, she is forced to reassess the situation. This is when you truly see her raw, unfiltered emotions. Some women will chase, some will test, and others will walk away as if nothing happened. Understanding these reactions will help you gauge the type of woman you're dealing with and give you an edge in your interactions. This isn't about manipulation or playing games. It's about self-respect. A masculine man understands that he is the prize. He does not cling to a woman out of desperation. Instead, he moves with purpose, confidence, and clarity. When a woman notices that you're no longer interested, it puts her in a position where she has to make a decision. Will she try to win you back? Will she mirror your lack of interest? Or will she lash out in frustration? In this guide, we'll break down the 5 main reactions women have when they notice a man losing interest. By the end, you'll have a clear understanding of how to navigate these situations while maintaining your masculinity and self-respect. 1. She tries to regain your attention. When a woman senses that you've lost interest, one of her first instinctive reactions may be to chase after you. This is especially true if she has a high level of emotional investment in the relationship or if she has an ego that doesn't accept rejection easily. Women are naturally drawn to men who are independent and not easily swayed by emotions. If she once had your attention and now feels it slipping away, she might start doing things to bring it back. You might notice her texting or calling more often, sending long messages, or even reminiscing about good times you had together. She may become more affectionate or start complimenting you in ways she never did before. If she's truly interested in you, she will work to reestablish the emotional connection. She might initiate physical intimacy, suggest dates, or even act more submissive to win you over. However, as a man, you need to be aware of why she is doing this. Is it because she genuinely values you? Or is it because she dislikes losing power? Some women simply want to prove that they can still have you, and once they do, they may revert to their old ways. This is why you must remain firm in your self-worth. If you lost interest in her for valid reasons, don't let temporary affection sway you. A high-value man stands by his decisions and does not fall for emotional tricks. 2. She becomes distant and withdrawn. On the opposite end of the spectrum, some women will mirror your loss of interest. Instead of chasing you, they may become distant as a defense mechanism. If she senses that you no longer care, she may tell herself, "I don't want to look desperate, so I'll act like I don't care either." This reaction is often seen in women who have high self-respect or those who don't like being vulnerable. Rather than showing sadness or disappointment, she may act completely unbothered, even if deep down she's affected. She may stop texting you first, become slower in responding, or even make herself seem busy. Some women will even go to the extent of posting pictures with other men or making it seem like they have moved on. As a man, your reaction to this should always be the same. Stay focused on yourself. If she is withdrawing because she respects herself and doesn't want to chase, that's fine. But if she's doing it to play games, then you've already won. A masculine man does not waste energy wondering what a woman is thinking. If she truly values you, she will communicate. If she chooses to act distant, that's her decision. Either way, you remain unshaken. 3. She becomes angry or resentful. When a woman realizes you've lost interest, it can trigger a strong emotional response, especially if she never expected it. Some women will react with frustration, anger, or even resentment. Instead of calmly accepting the shift, they may lash out at you through passive-aggressive comments, rude behavior, or even direct insults. This is because losing a man's attention can be a major hit to a woman's ego. If she was used to being desired and suddenly feels discarded, she may try to make you feel bad. You might hear things like, "You're not even that special. You'll never find someone like me. You're so immature for pulling away." These are emotional outbursts designed to provoke a reaction from you. Women who respond this way often struggle with emotional regulation and are used to getting their way. If you see this happening, do not engage in arguments. Stay calm, don't explain yourself, and don't let her negativity pull you in. A man who is in control of his emotions remains composed no matter what is thrown at him. 4. She tries to make you jealous. Some women, instead of confronting their feelings directly, will try to get a reaction out of you by making you jealous. If she notices you've lost interest, she may suddenly start talking about other men, going out more, or posting suggestive pictures on social media. Her goal? To see if you still care. This is a common move for women who thrive on attention. If she was used to you pursuing her, and suddenly that stops, she will look for other ways to get validation. This is why many men make the mistake of reacting emotionally, getting angry, questioning her behavior, or trying to win her back. Never fall for this trap. A man who is truly in control of himself does not react to emotional games. If she is trying to make you jealous, the best response is no response. A woman who genuinely cares about you will communicate her feelings rather than play childish games. If she resorts to this behavior, it's a sign that she lacks maturity, and you are better off moving forward without her. 5. She accepts it and moves. On the rarest but most respectable reaction a woman can have when she realizes you've lost interest is acceptance. Some women, especially those with strong self-esteem and emotional maturity, will recognize that things have changed and gracefully walk away. She won't beg, she won't try to manipulate you, and she won't play games. She will simply move on with dignity. This type of woman understands that attraction is not forced. If a man is no longer interested, there is no point in chasing or trying to fix the situation. She will respect herself enough to let go. While this might feel surprising, especially if you expected some kind of reaction, it is actually a sign of a quality woman. For men, this is a moment of reflection. If she accepts your loss of interest without drama, it means she respects herself. It also means that if you ever want her back, it won't be easy. Women like this don't entertain back and forth relationships. They value stability and certainty. If you lost interest in her for valid reasons, you should move on as well. But if you realize you made a mistake, understand that winning back a woman who respects herself is much harder than keeping one who plays games. A woman's reaction when she realizes you've lost interest is a direct reflection of her personality, emotional maturity, and level of attachment to you. Some will chase, some will withdraw, others will lash out, and a few will simply move on. As a man, your role is not to react emotionally, but to observe and remain in control of yourself. The biggest mistake most men make is letting a woman's reaction dictate their actions. If she suddenly starts showering you with attention, don't fall back into a relationship out of desperation. If she becomes distant, don't chase after her for validation. If she tries to make you jealous or lashes out, don't let it affect your self-worth. Masculinity is about self-discipline and emotional control. A high-value man does not waver based on a woman's behavior. At the core of all this is one important lesson. Never place a woman above your purpose. When you are focused on your goals, improving yourself, and becoming the best version of who you can be, a woman's reactions, whether good or bad, will not shake you. Women are drawn to men who are solid, independent, and driven. When you embody these qualities, you naturally become a man that women want, and you never have to play games to keep them interested. If a woman reacts negatively when you lose interest, take it as a sign that she was not meant for you. If she respects your decision and moves on gracefully, respect her in return. Either way, always choose to stay grounded in your masculinity. Because at the end of the day, a man who knows his worth never fears losing a woman, he only fears losing himself.